Section 1 of Mark Twain in the New York Times, Part 6, 1910 through 1919. This is a LibriVox recording, read by John Greenman. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, visit LibriVox.org. January 6, 1910, Mark Twain goes back. Returns to Bermuda, suffering from indigestion. Samuel M. Clemens, Mark Twain, sailed for Bermuda yesterday. He spent some weeks there late in the year, returning about 15 days ago to spend Christmas with his daughter, Miss Jean Clemens, at Redding, Connecticut. She died while he was there. It had been the intention of Mr. Clemens to return to Bermuda with his daughter in April. He denied that his health was in an alarming state. He was simply suffering from indigestion, he said. The length of his stay on the island will depend on how much his indigestion improves there. He may be away for 2 months. End of Section 1, January 6, 1910. Mark Twain goes back. Read by John Greenman. Section 2 of Mark Twain in the New York Times, Part 6, 1910 through 1919. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain, read by John Greenman. January 15, 1910. To S. L. Clemens. Mark Twain, on sailing to Bermuda, said that this cigar was his only pal. Your only pal, since first you wrote your pals began to troop your way, and fate has never struck a note of sorrow, and the smiling way of fortune never opened wide, that we weren't by your side. Your only pal. Why, Mark, you seem to overlook 10,000,000 folks who weep when sorrows round you teem. You can't discard us as old jokes. Your chasms never opened wide that we weren't at your side. Your only pal, Sam Clemens, you. When you say that, don't treat us right. Your pals are millions, and they're true until the coming of the night. Mark Twain. Mark thrice before you chide old friends who have not died. John A. Moroso. End of Section 2, January 15, 1910. To S. L. Clemens. Read by John Greenman. Section 3 of Mark Twain in the New York Times, Part 6, 1910 through 1919. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain, read by John Greenman. February 6, 1910. Was Tom Sawyer Danish or American? Why Mark Twain is charged with borrowing from Steen Blicher's story of The Vicar of Wilby, by Henry G. Leach, Serre, Denmark. Since the Cook episode, the Danes have been keenly interested in everything American, especially American literature. Their latest examination of records and proofs, however, has resulted in a no less startling charge than that Mark Twain has plagiarized one of the Danish classics. Strange to say, Denmark is rather flattered than angered by the discovery, for American literature is quite the thing just now. None of our classical authors can compete in popularity with Nick Carter, which is offered on the streets as a premium by the Copenhagen newspapers. Mr. Herrick's novels are translated within a year or two of publication. Several of Jack London's books have appeared in Danish editions. The translations of Frank Norris have a wider sale than any Danish author, and Norris is held to be the great American novelist. As for Mark Twain, everyone knows him. Accordingly, when a Danish schoolmaster, Valdemar Thorensen by name, made the discovery of the alleged plagiarism by Mr. Clemens, the Danish illustrated monthly, Mønst Magasinet, grew quite excited about it. Mr. Thorensen asserts that the plot of Tom Sawyer, Detective, was lifted bodily from Blicher's tale, The Vicar of Wilby. Steen Steensen Blicher was a Danish novelist who was born in 1782 and died in 1848. He spent a great part of his life as a country parson in Jutland. By nature he was as much a hunter as a poet, and neglected his clerical duties to tramp the moor in search of game.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?